They not like us. They not like us. There's your music to go live to. Hi, everybody.
Wait, I did DTNS music. I don't Not that it was identifiable as anything.
Okay, so I was taking my class yesterday, and we have flashcards, and I was moving all my flashcards around, and then a flashcard slipped, and I went to grab it, and I hit the sound effect button on my mixer, and it played a sound effect to everyone in the class.
Was it like a bad one or just like a fun one?
No, it was a non-committal. And one, let's see, I think it was
a fart.
It was headlight. It was
It was a fart.
Tom just, Tom.
Oh, amazing.
And the teacher just rolled with it. It was like, yes, and the perfect sound effect to underline that point.
You're like, yeah, that's what I was going for sure.
Exactly. So I played a couple applauses for people later in the class just to lean into it.
Yay! Yeah, good for you.
Good answer.
Good for you.
So I had big plans for this show. I was going to try and do a technical feat.
I like big plans.
I had big
I like
plans.
big plans.
I was going to try to use this
Oh.
Sony mini DV camera
Uh-huh.
as a webcam today. And I thought I had it all figured out.
And you guys look all retro.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, it's going to look great. I got myself my FireWire cable in the mail today.
Fire.
In the mail. I could have sent you one.
I busted this out. It probably would be cheaper just to order it from I busted out Jackie's old MacBook.
Yeah?
The ThinkGeek or the
Wow.
whatever stickers on it.
Yeah.
Which has FireWire 400. I was like,
That's a
boots
chunky
up.
old MacBook.
It still
was like,
worked.
I'm
I
ready.
had plenty of stuff ready to go. I was like, all right, I'm just going to boot up StreamYard. Oh, there's no browsers that support StreamYard that are even close to getting on.
Wah,
I found a browser called Interweb that will actually work. I have no idea if it's reputable or anything like that, but it like rendered websites in a modern way. But my next step is, because I need more side projects and I have lots of free time and no loved ones in my life that require my attention and will have moments gone very quickly, I'm definitely going to install Linux on it and see if I can get a modern browser, because I'm sure there's a version of Firefox that'll run on that thing. And then
and
we'll
then
have
we're in
some
business.
terrible 720i
We
footage
are in
that
business.
we can do. So I'm
I
very
think
excited.
I'm only disappointed I didn't hear you say the word virtual machine yet.
Yes, that would. Well, see, virtual machine, no problem, but I can't get the FireWire into Thunderbolt without spending I'm going to say $200 on adapters, and I like a waste of time.
Could you
But-
could you run StreamYard on would this work? Could you run StreamYard on another machine and then remote log into it with the old-fashioned one and take the input that way?
Now that's a thought. That might be the move. Although, again,
Could be the move.
could
be the move.
Could be the move. Beep it beep beep, up to date.
Do we have
Also,
Could Be the
capturing
Move
mini
shirt?
DV footage.
Do we have what?
Is tough. Turns out.
It could be the move hat or shirt. Do we have
Could be the move merch. Could be the merch.
Could be the move merch.
be the-
Could be the merch. Could be the merch. Oh my
Whenever I-
biscuits.
Whenever I see a piece of merch, but I have no idea what to put on it, that I want to sell, just could be the merch.
Yeah, just make it. Could be the merch.
Could
or
be the hat.
move.
Could be the
hat.
shirt.
Could be the shirt. Could be the move. Could be the move. Guys, it's weirdly warm. It's that season where it's weirdly warm. I know you're right. I
Okay.
should stop.
All right.
But it is
No,
like
I
it's
was about to
warm.
yeah.
Well, I didn't want to make Rich feel sad.
No,
But it's like 70, and I don't know what to do, and I have a sweater on, but I'm in my
But it's
Orange Theory
cold in the
clothes.
morning, and
But
so
it's
it's
cold
cold
in
in
the
your
morning.
house until suddenly it's hot.
And now, right now, it's so hot, and I'm
Yeah.
like in full Orange Theory
Yeah,
gear.
I've got my hoodie here from earlier in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
It was 45 today, so that is
Oh.
and no
So
wind,
same.
so
Same.
hella warm.
It's so hot.
Every,
So you know what we're talking about.
everyone is completely ignoring that you should still wear a coat or some sort of covering, and the
Uh-huh.
cargo shorts are out. I basically just wore this hoodie all day. It was great. So
Yeah.
this is the Cleveland version of that. I'll take it.
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah. No, definitely the same. No, in no way different.
No, absolutely identical.
Like
Identical.
you think you're being sarcastic, but
No.
I'm telling you,
I remember. No, I 100% remember those days when it
totally,
would get
yeah.
to 45 or 50 degrees, and all of a sudden everybody would be wearing shorts, and
You're
you'd
like,
be
your face
yeah,
doesn't
it's
hurt. This is great.
It's friggin' summer. It's
Yeah.
friggin'
Yeah.
summer over here.
I don't have
I
to wear
mean-
gloves.
This is not the same, but it's the same principle at work where the first time it goes below 60 in the fall in LA, everybody like puts on coats, right? They're like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. And then, within 2 months you're going outside and it's 50 and you're like, it's fine. It takes a while to adjust.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all.
It doesn't
All right.
matter if 45 degrees happens, at 5 in the morning here and midday for you.
Yeah,
It's all relative.
it's all relative.
Molly, can I
have I
just
to-
say
Yeah.
real quick before I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Your line 9. This is like, listen, life is not the easiest right now for anybody.
Yeah.
But that makes me so happy and joyous for the youth of the world that
Dude,
I'm very happy.
This is one of those where like I don't want to give too much away, but I don't know what I'm gonna do when my kid leaves because the supporting material that I found for it was published 1 day ago, and he told me 3 days ago. And so I'm just
Wow.
like, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, he's still gonna talk to me even when he goes to college, but mainly I'm gonna be just like, hey, bro, if you want me to keep paying for college, you need to give me things. Like I need
the
things.
flow. The
Because-
things must flow.
Well,
This one is this is one of those where I was just like, I don't even care if this is a thing because it's so freaking awesome. But then apparently it is a thing, and then it's a thing.
and
Confirmed.
then you need him to start tutoring high school students
Yeah.
and then keep that
Great
pipeline
call.
going.
Great call because yes, he has to. Oh my
This
god,
is
you
just
guys.
calling now.
Have I told you about the side effect of Orange Theory? I have an Orange Theory class, by the way, at 5:20.
You've told
So
us
to be-
some of the side effects, some of which may include you mentioning Orange Theory.
Right. So there's that, the cult thing. The
Yeah.
other side effect is like it turns out you need to dramatically increase your calories when you start doing it Orange Theory. And if you do not, and you were probably also already not eating quite enough because you just were like goofing off working all the time, you will start to have massive hypoglycemic episodes, including like 2 times a night wake ups, like a baby, like an infant. So me and Claude have literally been on this nutrition plan for the last 6 days where I am trying to consume The Rock level amount of food. Like Claude was like, oh, you need to be eating 3,200 calories on Orange Theory days.
What?
And like
That's-
2,900 calories on non-Orange Theory just to get out of your caloric deficit and not die. Like
That's a lot of cod.
it is my. So if I have been less responsive to you than usual or like not managing connections every day, it's because all I fucking do is eat. That's it. And last night is the first night that like a well-sated baby, I managed to sleep through the entire night and not wake up having a hunger-related dizzy spell.
Oh my
This
God.
this cult does not mess around. It is
Cult confirmed.
rewriting my metabolism completely. Like my ass looks the same.
3,000?
3,000 I was like, what am I, The Rock? Like I can't eat that much.
Are you just constantly throwing like a medicine ball while running a marathon? What is happening?
Kinda, I guess.
Like high school boys are making way for Molly at the buffet.
Yeah.
Like
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm like, step
You're the
aside.
only person that can legitimately eat Chipotle. Like
I need like a
that's-
9. Yes. Yeah. The whole entire bowl. The whole bowl.
Oh my.
But I can't eat that much in a sitting. And so it's been this like constant process of being like, Claude, I'm going to barf. And then I have to add ginger to this. I'm just, it's like, honestly,
Do you know
book.
what my base caloric budget is before exercise?
I mean, I'm going to say like what I was eating before was 1,600 calories.
Yeah, it's 1767.
Yeah. Yeah. Some days it'd be like 1,400, which was not enough. I was doing weight training.
That's
so
not
it
enough.
wasn't-
Yeah,
so
that's
it definitely
not enough.
wasn't enough.
And 1767 is my baseline. It's also a great year, but it's baseline, and then it actually tracks my exercise from the Apple Watch and goes,
Right.
oh, you exercise, so we're gonna increase the budget.
I call that the gym store. Like I went to the gym
Yeah.
store and I bought some more calories. So then I had already updated my Fitness Pal based on the weight training because I had one day where I was like, I need to eat some Skittles because I almost passed out.
Oh my god.
And so then it was supposed to be like 2,000 to 2,100, but I clearly just was not getting there. And then just to claw my way out of the deficit. I had a 3,300 calorie day, and I woke up at 3:00 in the morning and had to have like a Cliff Bar. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So just
Do you
look
feel
out.
good though?
Now I finally do. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
like now that you're doing the proper nutrition.
yeah, like 6 days in, now that I've had enough food, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like pretty awesome actually.
That's good. That's good. That's what matters. Yeah.
See, they don't
Ay,
tell
ay.
you this to get you into that altered state, right?
I know.
That's how they get you.
Should be
You're
called
totally
cupcake
right, actually.
theory. My God.
Yeah. I haven't been having
You have to
any
eat
cupcakes.
6 pounds of almonds a day.
I mean, it kind of, there's a lot of that too.
Yeah, you can't just eat junk either. Like
Yeah.
you need
Oh, no.
protein and
Although I did order a pizza last night, and honestly, I think it helped.
that's a lot of protein.
Yeah, it's a lot of protein. I just needed fat. You know,
Yeah,
like,
fat and oil,
yep.
protein.
So I ate before this, and then I'm gonna have to take snacks to Orange Theory. It's bananas. Bananas are a good snack,
It's bananas
With-
that I eat 15 times a day.
but you have to have almond butter. You can't just have a banana, because if you don't have it,
You
with
got to have the
almond
protein
butter-
with the carbs. Come on.
and ideally
Yeah,
some cottage
yeah.
cheese, probably like you
or
yeah.
Greek yogurt. Yeah.
Now,
So much
that
Greek
cottage cheese thing means so much more.
Dude, cottage cheese is so much of a bigger thing than I ever thought it was. Like, I mean, I said it was a thing, but it is a thing.
Oh my God.
So I have been trying to do like more
Hilarious.
higher protein, like do like higher protein, healthy fats, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was asking the Claude, which we just call my expert now, like between me and Jackie.
that's
Like I
good.
talked to my expert, and yeah, it's all just like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. I'm like, this is gonna be like I don't mind like. Tell me to eat broccoli or whatever. Brussels
Yeah.
sprouts now. I'm like a weird I'm apologizing to my mom all the time because I like this stuff now, but like cottage cheese, I don't know. It's a weird one. What about ricotta? Could I just eat ricotta cheese? I'd be way more
it's
into
not that different,
I
right?
don't think it's that different, but I don't think the protein content is as high because it doesn't have curds. The curds are the actual.
What if I just ate
ricotta
lasagna?
little?
This
They're
is all
like they're like
mash,
the
yeah.
yolks of the of the cottage cheese. I think you could honestly. My secret,
know.
preferably if I can find it, is large curd. Small curd is what's a little bit weird, but large curd's kind of nice. It's like boba.
The other
Also,
part
you put some blueberry. Like today, I put some blueberries and strawberries in there, and then I had some whole wheat toast with peanut butter on the side.
go raspberry high fiber.
And that was a snack. That was like a 500 calorie snack.
I could also just stop being a wimp and suck it up. And
Suck
do
it up. Eat that
That's
cottage cheese.
also.
No, I'm pro Greek yogurt with protein powder in it. That's
You
the
gotta.
move. And then some keto granola, and then
Well,
you got
yeah,
some
I mean-
nuts and fat on top of your protein. And
That went without saying.
Egg price check.
Yep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, boop.
Time to check the price of eggs. I think this
Let's
should
go
be
to
a
the markets
regular.
with Tom.
I think this should be a regular bonus show feature.
It should.
I'm opening my Ralph's app right now, and 12 count of eggs, $8.79,
Damn. I was about to say $800.
$3,000
Let's see here in the great
from the Happy Egg Company.
From the great state of Ohio, you can get a dozen Crystal Spring large white eggs for $4.99.
$4.99.
$4.99.
Look at you, egg.
That's pretty good.
That is an excellent price.
So I'm shipping them out to you, Tom, and we'll skim the profits.
Excellent. Yeah, I found $8.59 for the white. I was looking at the brown. Whoa! I was like $4.49 cooked and peeled,
And one.
which
Those for one.
it's cheaper.
That's not
so.
bad, actually. Is it 6 or 12?
It's 6, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's your
I'm like,
problem.
that can't be a dozen.
So that's not really saving you any money.
Yeah. I'm a
Why
little
is
stuck up
butter
on eggs,
sticks in with the egg search results? I was like, ooh, $4.99 for butter.
but-
Well, you got to grease the
AI.
pan before you fry them
Oh,
up.
AI. All right. Speaking of constantly eating, I do have Orange Theory coming up, so we should.
All right,
knock
let's
out a
do
show.
this.
All right, let's clap it up in 3, 2, 1.
And there's some music in 3, 2.
Give it to me.
Hey, everyone. I'm Hollywood.
And I'm Tom Merritt.
Welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported by you, which shows all the signs of podcasters growing up, shaking off the trappings of capitalist ego and success, and searching for a soul instead. Thanks for joining us.
That, of course, is the Pitchfork review of David Bowie's 1977 album Heroes.
We could be podcasters just for one day.
I like to think that maybe we're going the other way on the capitalist ego things.
We
Well, I don't
kind
like
of
to
are.
think, but
Merch.
given
Merch.
we have a merch update following this immediately.
Exactly. You know what? We've been searching for soul, and now we're like, we need It's a Thing to make some money so we can keep
Yeah,
doing it.
I think this would have applied to us 15 years ago.
100%. No
Yeah.
question. We were in it for vibes. It was just for vibes. Mm-hmm. And now we're like, would you like a bucket hat?
Yeah, would you? I mean,
Or-
no, seriously, we're wondering, would you like a bucket hat?
Would you like a bucket hat? Is that the kind of merch you enjoy? Please email us and tell us the types of merch, because we are very flexible in the type we can create, such as alarm
true.
shirts.
Not what's written in our doc, which is what I had the other day when something didn't sit well in my tummy.
Too much fiber, and you will have a never mind.
5-alarm chili
5-alarm shirt.
shirts.
Anyway, you can support the show directly and get some very cool merch through our affiliate links and through our custom It's a Thing merch. You can look for all of that in the show notes, or just go straight to itsathing.me/shop and check out all the fun things that we have to buy.
Send us pictures of your merch should you obtain any, and requests. No, we weren't kidding about that. Like the
Yeah.
company we work with to
We can
make
make whatever.
they can make plushies. They can make decks of cards. Like there's a wealth of different stuff that they make. So yeah.
The
Go
bucket hat
check
in
it out.
particular, I just want to shout out because it's so funny, and it says microdosing sunlight. Like, come on. It's two things at once. It's microdosing and also bucket
And the
hats
bucket
in the
hat.
same merch. Good job, Rich. It's
Well
hilarious.
done, Rich. Caught this reference in a tech news article of description I cannot recall anymore. Maybe it was Victoria Song's write-up of the Casio watch ring.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the laughing lizard, the or sometimes called the he lizard meme. Been around for 10 years, but I'm like, you know what? We've never mentioned it on the show, so we got to get it in the catalog. It's just an image featuring a photograph of a horned lizard and some kind of caption that usually reads HHHEHEHE. Yes,
And
and
for
that's
some
the sound
reason
you would
it has-
imagine it making right there.
Like, works, but for some reason this has like 3 H's every time. I'm happy that you brought this, even if it's 10 years old, because I've never seen it.
Yeah,
So you
exactly.
never
I
know.
figure a
That
bunch of
means
people haven't seen it. So
It could be poised for a comeback too.
yeah. And the
When you
fact that it
reach-
was referenced in a current article makes me think, oh, maybe it's making its way back into the consciousness somehow.
I love it. A boomerang thing. Oh yeah, when things like are OG like that and then they come back around, that's the one to watch for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Laughing
I will
lizard.
be watching for it.
Take a look. Take a laugh.
I went shopping in the world, which I almost never do because you know I'm Rent the Runway all the way. And I discovered in one little trip to several different stores that bag charms.
Oh,
Are
this is
a
a
thing.
good one. Yeah.
I kept thinking that they were necklaces. They were sort of in all the jewelry and accessories department. It seems that anthropology,
Apologies.
anthro, like the lady, like, you know, those of us in the know call it, is the place to look for this. But it's, I don't know. I am assuming this is like a little bit of an outcropping of like Crocs gibbet sculpture, which people
Yeah.
at Anthropology are freaking out just hearing me say that. But just this idea of like accessorizing everything. It's basically a little freaking necklace for your bag. And
Yeah.
it's got hooks on each side, much like a bag strap. And then it makes a little smiley, cute bling, extra bling for your purse. And there are like tons of them. Bag
Yeah,
charms.
This is for sure a thing. There are so many potential tributaries that I can think of that would feed this. You named a bunch of them, like the gibbets. Also phone charms, you know, where you buy the
Totally.
little phone thing that hangs off. And I definitely see like idols doing the thing where they have little little things hanging off their bag, and fans also will like, have the stuffed animal that represents the person in the group they like the most hanging off their bag. But this is getting into the, I mean, Anthropology is not high fashion, but it's, it's elevating it a little from there.
Apparently, like I went looking for, supporting material and found an article from the Daily Tar Heel of University of North Carolina.
Yeah.
So the
UNC.
college kids from February 10th. Bag charms, the ancient trend retaking UNC's
Another boomerang.
campus. And when they say ancient, apparently they mean that it was Y2K, but also evidently ancient Egypt, literally.
Oh.
So they have this like whole article
Like
about
double
how it
boomerang.
came from ancient Egypt, and it's this
Whoa.
like really popular trend, though evidently flat. Like who knew? Anyway, thank you, Anthro, for pointing out the fact that bag charms
Bag
are a
charms.
freaking thing, and
Such
when
a
they're
good
huge on college campuses. And also, I might totally have to get some. They're so
Oh
cute.
yeah. No, it's
So
cute.
cute.
It personalizes your bag, which is otherwise going to look like everyone else who shopped at Anthropology, right? Because
Totally.
you're like, ooh, I've got this little poodle guy on here and the little necklace and stuff.
It is freaking cute.
Yeah.
Bag charms.
Bag
There you
charms,
go.
such a good one.
The word.
That's definitely the one you're going to see it now. Some people listening are going to see it and go, "Oh, that's the bag charms that Molly was talking about."
I even took a photo of the ones at Anthro that I will send, and we can include them in the show notes. A reel in the wild spotting, because I was like, "What are all these cute necklaces?" And then I'm like, oh, "They're not. What?
They're not necklaces.
See me in and by the way, now I should write off the dress that I bought.
I think you have to by law.
I think I have to by law.
Yeah. Have you noticed on the sidelines of the NBA and other sports as well, but I feel like NBA is where I've seen it, people holding what looks like big flashlights, like they're like big black cylinders. These are palm cooling devices. It kind of reminds me when you started to see all the Olympic athletes have the tape on the back and it was the pain relieving thing. Now you're starting to see people holding these palm cooling devices. The theory is you bounce back faster from stress by chilling your palm.
The typing that you hear in the background is me looking up an episode of Always On. I'm trying to find the
Really?
date from 12 years ago where I visited Stanford.
Uh-huh.
The headline of the video is Stanford's cooling glove the future of exercise?
Oh, no kidding. That's so
Because
funny.
I like went to the lab and this guy talked all about how cooling the palms and those specific surfaces helps you recover faster. And they had gotten like one athlete up to like 1,000 pull-ups because this athlete was
That's
like using these gloves to
amazing.
recover more quickly and then be able to do more training and more efficient training. And he gave me this whole, he was just like, it's probably not going to work because Gatorade's going to kill it because they want it to be all electrolytes. But it turns out cooling is everything or whatever. In this video, by the way, I shove a 2-foot esophageal nose tube down the back of my throat. So pretty
So it's
baller.
worth watching just for that.
Pretty badass if you just want to go back to the beginning. Yeah. Oh my God. I cannot believe it's probably this guy. He probably spun it out of Stanford like everybody does and turned it
Totally.
into an actual device.
Yes.
This is so cool. I called it Future Tech and it was Future Tech.
There's a Business Den, which I have no idea if this is a reliable source, Business Den article from November that says 2 firms in Boulder have taken Stanford research and turned it into products, which they aim to make Boulder, Colorado, the palm cooling capital of the world.
Dude. It has got to have been this guy.
It has to have been.
It's so
That's amazing.
cool.
Literally.
But a bump. Oh, that's so awesome. And it's so interesting that it came out as a cylinder, like, hold on to it thing instead of a glove.
Yeah. I think the gloves are still around. When I was just doing a search, I saw some references to those still, like recent references. But the cylinder is easy, right? You don't have to wear the glove and then take it off. You just like pick it up on the sidelines or pick it up when you're take a break from training and then cool.
Oh my God, dude, it totally is. Palm cooling was discovered over 20 years ago by Stanford University researchers.
There it is.
But it didn't find its way into the mainstream until recently. We should really go back through our archives, Tom, and be like, what kinds of things? Because this tells you like how long adoption can take, which is on its own just sort of an interesting.
Yeah, because now we're seeing it.
Because Because now, because
Yeah.
we old. Because we old.
Yeah, this is why all the old news people end up doing history shows because they're like, well, wait, I've lived all that. Yeah.
Totally. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's super cool. Talk about a boomerang. I am I am just old enough to
Boomerang.
to enjoy and be completely entertained by this next thing, which is Gen Z making fun of what they call millennial burger joints
Okay.
and what they also call the Mumford and Sons aesthetic. So there are all these videos on TikTok, and this is like, I'm so excited about this because my kid told me about this like 3 days ago, and the Know Your Meme article went up 1 day ago.
Nice.
So,
on
like,
it. This
if
is
I
not a
could
boomerang. This is new.
If I could screenshot my reminders, you would see that I put this in my reminders like on Tuesday, or on Monday. Anyway, Millennial Burger Place is itself a cliche that Gen Z TikTokers are making fun of, and it's the burger place with the like steel beam ceilings and exposed brick wall, and it's always truffle fries that come in either a basket or a basket that is a cone with a little metal thing of ketchup on the side, and they serve their food on trays, and there's always a fried egg on top of the burger and the chairs are those uncomfortable stainless steel ones.
Yes.
Yep. And
I've eaten in this place so many times under so many names.
exactly. And they have like a whole like expensive burger place starter pack. It's like the meme apparently of how it started.
Guy with a long beard making the burgers, the Edison lights and brick
Yep.
walls. Yeah.
And the burgers don't come with fries. The fries are like a different, another
A
$6
different
or
item.
$7.
Yeah.
And they always have truffle.
Yeah. I
mean-
love this.
Oh, it's so funny. And I can't tell for sure. Like I might leave off this last part and try to bring it back because I'm trying to figure out if the Mumford and Sons aesthetic, I think it might be bigger than just the burger place.
Yeah. I could see
So
that.
so look for some future research on that. But this whole trend of making fun of the millennial, there's one in my neighborhood, and I hate to even bring it up. Like I don't want to smack talk it because it's delightful, but it's also 100% one of these burger places.
Well, and that's the thing is I don't remember the first time I went into a burger place that was like this, but I'm guarantee the first time I did, I was like, oh, how cool. Oh, the fries come in a little basket, right? Because it was
a
new.
little cone. Yeah,
But that's been 20 plus years
I know. And
that
I'm
this has been around. So
so
this is
over it.
not new. This doesn't make you look cutting edge anymore. I don't know what does. Like what is the burger joint aesthetic of the Gen Z set? I'm curious to find out.
I mean, I think it's just In and Out, honestly.
Yeah.
It's weird how Gen Z is just like fast food. They're like, we don't
Yeah.
care. They're like, we want Shake Shack and In and Out. And then actually it's funny because the Millennial Burger place near me introduced a smash burger because smash burgers are the only way
Smash
to have
burger.
a burger now.
Yeah.
But it was still on their like Millennial Burger joint bun, which is just like way too much slightly dry bread. And then it was just terrible.
No, I think you're right. I think it's the In-N-Out vibe with a smash burger and like limited menu, right? Instead of having the menu with the fried egg and the whatever, it's just like, we got two burgers, one with cheese, one without. What do you want?
Right.
Yeah.
And actually, even more than that, they're just into chicken. They just want chicken
Oh,
sandwiches.
yeah.
Like burgers
no,
are
that's
out.
a good call. No, you're right. Smash burger places have chicken burgers every time.
Yeah.
I've always thought that was odd. Now I know why.
Like even Shake Shack has a chicken sandwich, which honestly
Yeah.
I'm for because red meat is the worst thing you can do for the climate. So like have your chicken sandwich. But yeah, it's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing to watch Gen Z just systematically dismantle the things that we have been told are cool by our smug millennial employees.
My parents enjoyed watching Gen X take down the boomers. The boomers certainly forgot all about us and didn't enjoy anything about anyone.
Yeah.
We are enjoying seeing Gen Z take down the millennials for the
Yes.
same reason. Yeah.
Because the millennials came along and were just like, oh, it sucks that you didn't get any attention and never
Yeah.
will. So
And when
we're
Gen
just gonna
Alpha
take
starts
over
taking
culture.
down Gen Z, then the millennials will enjoy it, I'm sure.
Yeah, You'll get your time, millennials, except
Yeah,
they won't enjoy
yeah.
it because they're like so earnest.
You think they'll feel guilty?
They'll be like, "Oh, do you feel bad?
Should
Would
we
like a
be
truffle
enjoying
fry?"
this? A think piece.
Right,
On
and then Gen Alpha-
AARP.com.
And then Gen Z will punch them in the face because that's how they roll.
Well, how we roll is to get things from you all and share them with everybody else. Thanks for sharing your things with the world. Jeanette is doing the hard work for us. Wrote Motori. It may just be my algorithm, but I'm seeing. Also, by the way, it may just be my algorithm is a thing.
It's such a thing.
It's totally a thing.
Yes.
Certainly amongst our emailers. Anyway,
100%.
it may just be my algorithm, but I'm seeing a lot of suggest posts on Facebook from Dull Men's Club, like DULL, along with offshoots like Dull Women's Club and similarly named groups. A common thread in these groups is banana for scale because of the irony that bananas obviously come in a wide range of sizes. Is it just me? Whatever the case, when I saw someone doing a side-by-side comparison of the Samoas and Caramel Delights from Girl Scouts, I knew I had to share this with It's a Thing.
Whoa. A
Banana for
is
scale.
hysterical. That's very funny. That's so funny too, because when I was a kid, my mom was in like a singles group called the Dull Folks.
Really?
Yeah.
Boomerang.
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 Nailed it. Anita in Oakland. Ba, ba, ba.
Nickel
Writes
dime.
in on bookstores. Hello, Molly, Tom, and Rich. I just finished listening to the most recent It's a Thing episode, and I noticed you mentioned a romantasy bookstore / bar. Bookstores / bars are definitely a Bay Area thing, but I'm not sure if they exist as much elsewhere. I submit to you three pieces of local evidence. 1, Oakland now has Cleo's on Grand Avenue near Lake Merritt, which has a full bar with cocktails. I went in with a girlfriend, but I understand that if you take a child, you can access a secret room. That's disturbing to read out loud, but you know what we mean, I think. I've been eyeballing Cleo's, by the way. I totally want to check it out. 2, Berkeley also now has a book society in the Elmwood district, which is an Art Deco wine bar / bookstore. And then finally, there's Northlight over in Temescal, which according to their website has, quote, an airy back patio, tasty food, and a bookstore curated by some of our favorite writers and artists, Sami Nosrat, Patti Smith, George Saunders, Michael Chabon, and many others. And that is just the East Bay. There's also Golden Sardine in SF and Bad Animal in Santa Cruz, which I found out about with the help of this food and wine article from August titled 5 Bay Area Bar Bookstores where you can drink and read in good company. Do you think this is a thing outside of the Bay Area is what we would like to know.
So I did a little search.
Yep.
Stories in Echo Park has a cafe. That's not that exciting, except the cafe serves alcohol. Vroman's bookstore in Pasadena has a full-on wine bar. So looks like there's a little bit of this catching on. There's also the library bar, which isn't exactly a bookstore. It's a bar, but it's full of books. Like actually, you can actually like take them down and read them, sort of thing.
Books and booze.
Yeah, books and
apparently.
booze. Love it.
Who knew?
Corey K is the emergency contact. Corey wrote, howdy. I love the It's a Thing about being someone's emergency contact and can imagine quite a bit of shenanigans. I have quite a bit of embarrassing photographic evidence stacked against me. However, none is required in my case. Yes, I am someone's emergency contact and power of attorney and a state executor and government cleared individual. Beat this.
Bravo. Bravo. You have
Well
managed
done,
to
Corey.
overcome your past in a way that most of us wish we could.
Empowerment, Corey.
Amber has some things, high thing trifecta, some things I'm calling. And one of them is the thing that we have just identified. Because this sentence starts, okay, I'm not sure if it's just my, in this case, forbidden cat skewed algorithm or not.
Nice.
Opossum, raccoon, and skunk. But the opossum that ate an entire Costco tuxedo cake has been all over my feed. I didn't see that. That's definitely your algorithm, but your algorithm is awesome.
Yeah, I want your algorithm.
Yep. Also, Amber says, not sure if it's my circle of humans, but so many people I know have expressed wishes to stop buying things altogether, possibly because everything is terrible. Anti-consumerism, I think, is in fact on the rise.
It's having a moment for
Thrilled.
sure. What's that? Is it February 28th? Is the big like don't buy anything day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big economic blackout day. And the bar connected to my new local romantasy bookstore called The Plot Twist, adorable, serves cocktails and mocktails, obvi.
Amber.
Amber says, love you, mean it. That's cute. I'm going to start saying, mean it.
Thank you, Amber. Mean it.
I want a
Yeah,
romantasy
Amber
store.
confirming the romantasy bookstore cocktail connection.
I want one. need one. I have to have one.
Well, before you do, we must thank the patrons who make this show possible at the highest level. We thank all our patrons because we know, everybody does their part. But we like to give a little extra shout out to the folks who help us out at the top level on Patreon. And the shout outs this week are based on notable events that happened on the day they signed up for Patreon.
Wow.
Not the same year,
Not
because
the
some of
same
these
year.
are like from, the 700s. But
the amount of like work and data normalization that went into this is really incredible.
this is like a history lesson.
This is a history lesson also. Incredible. Okay. Do you want to start?
Sure. September 3rd, 673. King Brian Gianforcaro of the Visigoths puts down a revolt by Hilderic, governor of Nimes, France, and rival for the throne.
May 3rd, 752. Mayan king Bird Jaguar IV of Eric Duncan in modern-day Chiapas, Mexico, assumes the throne.
Gonna have a lot of thrones, maybe some boats sinking. September 23rd, 1122. Pope Calixtus II and Holy Roman Emperor Henry V agreed to the Concordat of Laura Abel to put an end to the investiture controversy.
May 4th, 1256, the A.B. Puppy Monastic Order is constituted at the Lecceto Monastery when Pope Alexander IV issues a papal bull Licet Ecclesia Catholicae.
September 29th, 1267, the Treaty of Montgomery recognizes S-Dub Texas as Prince of Wales, but only as a vassal of King Henry III.
December 13th, 1294, Mike Akins V resigns the papacy after only 5 months to return to his previous life as an ascetic hermit.
September 25th, 1555, getting into my era now. The Peace of Lee Price is signed by Emperor Charles V and the princes of Schmalkaldic League. The Schmalkaldic League.
He hates us. He just hates us. But he loves shout-out patrons.
We're
July
calling up
9th,
Lee Price from the Schmalkaldic League
from
soon.
the Schmalkaldic League. July 9th, 1795. Financier Kevin Sill pays off the $2,024,899 U.S. national debt that had been accrued during the American Revolution.
I got that.
Also, wait, really? Like
Yeah.
a private financier paid that? That's fascinating.
I mean, let's make America pay off debts again. What do you say?
I know, right?
July 5th, 1803, the Convention of Benjamin Forest is signed, leading to the French occupation of the Electorate of Hanover, which had been ruled by the British king.
March 29th, 1867, Queen Victoria gives royal assent to the British North America Act, which establishes Joe Hood on July 1st.
And that's when he was established.
Oh,
January 13th, 1898, Emile Zola's Jacques Hughes exposes the Louis Saint-Amour affair.
wow. Jacques! September 28th, 1924, the first aerial circumnavigation is completed by Morris Jones from the U.S. Army.
Congratulations.
USA.
June 10th, 1944, 15-year-old Joe Nuxhall of the Cincinnati Valor Trucks becomes the youngest player ever in a major league game.
June 12th, 1981, the first of the A.J. Venturella film franchise Raiders of the Lost Ark is released in theaters.
And on December 12th, 2000, the United States Supreme Court released its decision in Jake Woods versus James C. Smith. Oh, that is genius ending. Genius ending, Rich.
A truly precedent-setting day.
Indeed.
Truly.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for supporting our show. Patreon.com/itsAthing is where you can become a shout out member or a member at any level. You will get access to our Discord to chat along live with your fellow fans during our tapings and an ad-free RSS feed.
You can also support the show by buying that merch. itsathing.me/shop and emailing us things. That one's free. Feedback at itsathing.me. Talk to you soon.
See you next week.
Politicians, just take that high. Just be a rhythm.
I know, right? Make the billionaires pay the debts. I was about to make a comment, but I stopped myself just in time.
I say let's not make them. Let's guilt them.
Yeah, that won't work.
Because making them won't work either. So,
No, true.
it'll be more fun because neither one of them's going to work. Why aren't you like James Swan? James Swan paid off the debt owed to France from the American Revolution. We need a man like James
Swanee.
We need a
Swan
man
again.
like good
I mean, we
old
did. We had
Swanee.
J.P. Morgan, right?
Did he pay off the U.S.
He
national
didn't pay
debt?
off the debt, but he finances.
No, he
the-
did not. James Swan is my hero now.
James Swan. I like that you're sort of typing while you're doing that, giving the impression you could be putting out in Blue Sky. Like, that's right.
I am putting this out. I was
What
actually
would
looking up
James
his Wikipedia.
Swan do?
Portrait of James Swan, part of
don't
the
know.
Swan collection.
He looks pretty dapper, I have to say.
Yeah, he does. Got a Washington. He was a member of the Sons of Liberty, participated in the Boston Tea Party, was wounded twice at the Battle of Bunker Hill, became secretary of the Massachusetts Board of War.
Wow.
He paid for lots of the Continental Army and then went on to just pay off the debt to France.
Wild.
Wild, weird stuff.
Can you imagine like a super rich guy with like a conscience and
It's weird.
actual love for America?
like
Well,
$2 million in
Okay,
the
so
19th century.
acting as an
early-
agent, he helped refinance the debt, so it was owed to people in the U.S.
I see.
He didn't totally pay it off himself, but he replaced it so it wasn't owed to France anymore. It was just owed to people that were part of the U.S., so we owed it to ourselves, essentially.
So it sounds like weak sauce. I apologize to.
No, it's all
awesome.
right.
It's awesome.
I also didn't.
I don't know if I
realize
could build a movement on that, though.
I had so many dates
Refinance.
in the 13th century. I did not plan that. I was just organizing them chronologically. I was like, we have a lot in the 1200s. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened in the 1200s.
I have to say,
happened in time.
the burger joint thing was so popular. We've already gotten an email responding to it.
Really?
We literally just came in.
That is a phenomenal. It is just about the most relatable thing imaginable. Like it really is. Because can we not with truffle anymore?
Oh,
I
There-
don't want
there-
truffle on anything.
oh no. There was a Michael Simon place called The Rail, which was around here. There almost all the locations closed down because the millennials got old and didn't want to go out anymore. Yeah, it was where Jackie learned to not like truffle fries. She was like, I just want like a regular fry.
Right. Turns out they're not.
She
that
does
great.
love the Rail burger. I do have to fully acknowledge she did enjoy the burger. Lots
mean,
of egg on there.
I love a
like
burger
the
with an egg on top.
gastropub food.
Yeah.
Can I drop some uncomfortable chair knowledge on y'all? The one steel chair that is in
Notice that Molly and I, neither one of us
We just
consented.
made the exact same face too. We both just were like,
we call that the Jackie face in this household.
I'm honored.
The uncomfortable
Same.
steel chair that's in every gastropub
yeah.
is called the Emeco Navy chair. And it was
Oh.
originally developed in World War II to be super cheap, indestructible, and stackable. After World War II, they just threw them in stacks when they were decommissioning ships. Bunch of restaurants were like, hey, we need free chairs. Here
Yeah.
we go. And that's how they became hip and cool.
Well, that makes sense because
Dang.
I know in the earliest days of the Millennial Burger Joint, they were usually set up in old locations that were cheap to renovate. And the idea was like, instead of spending a lot of time decorating, let's just strip it down to the brick wall that's there and the studs, and it'll look kind of industrial and cool. We'll get these free chairs. That makes sense, right? That's why you have those crazy bar stools. And it was like, we're not about the looks of the place. The looks are raw. We're about the food, and we'll make our
Right.
burger a work of art for you. But of course, now when you go into these places, they've spent a ton of money to make it look like they didn't spend a lot of money decorating.
it actually
And also your butt legit hurts.
in Cleveland, major news, the same basic equivalent of the Millennial Burger Joint. It was the Millennial fancy gourmet grilled cheese joint. That was known as Melt. That had a ton of locations
Melt.
around town.
I remember
Yeah.
Melt.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
And yeah, they closed their last location, unfortunately.
They will never melt again.
Because again, my theory was the millennials also decided maybe eating cheese for dinner not great now that I'm like in my late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go out anymore.
Because it will paste your butt shut.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
It's a thing.
As my uncle
Girl.
used to say.
And a grilled cottage cheese, not as good.
No.
No. I do want a cheeseburger now for
You're like-
dinner.
And I'm like, could that work?
With
though?
a
But
hearty rye bread, maybe?
you could put it in. You put your cottage cheese. In
Cottage
your
cheese
smoothie.
on a burger totally works, but it's not a
flaxseed?
cheese. It's not a grilled cheese. It's not a cheeseburger. It's a different
No.
thing.
No.
You could dip it in a Greek yogurt.
One of my favorite Millennial Burger joint burgers that I've ever had actually is in LA at Plan Check Kitchen. Because they had this like chef's burger thing, and it was like a super yummy smash burger with American cheese, which is the move, and then ketchup leather, like they had like dehydrated the ketchup into like a yummy chewy strip, bacon, egg on top,
No,
and
I
then
love
some
Plan
kind of
Check.
insane sauce, and I was just like, this is the best burger I've ever had. And I was out at, I was at a job interview dinner. Like I had been sort of spending a mini residency at Marketplace. So then I was out to dinner with Kai and like the producers, the executive producers of the various shows and the GM. And literally all of them ordered a burger and a beer. And I got like a flatbread and a glass of wine. And I was like, I knew you guys were into burgers here, but I didn't know it was like gang shit. Like, this is pretty serious. So then we were talking about our best burgers, and I was like, honestly, I think the best burger I've ever had is at Plan Check Kitchen. And I was describing this burger, and my guy's like, yeah, the best burger I ever had was like when I flew an F-16 Hornet and then like crashed it into the ocean and then got rescued by a helicopter and then like did some Navy SEAL training or whatever. And, I mean, it was, it wasn't specifically that, but it was along those lines. And I was like, yeah, I just got into a Uber and I went from one part of LA to another part of LA, but it did
Yeah, I
have
just
an egg
parked
on
in
top.
front of Father's office and went in and ordered a burger. So
I'm like, I liked it. Must you?
it's so funny you mentioned Plan Check because we loved that place too, and it's still there. It's not
I
gone.
heard it's not as good anymore, though.
It hasn't changed. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, you gotta grow.
Because I remember we went to Plan Check when
Yeah,
it
'cause this was
brand new. Like it had
2014 or
just
something?
opened, like not too long after we moved here in 2013, and it was packed. Like you would have to try to go there at the right time. The last time we went there has been a couple of years ago, but we're like, oh, it's exactly the same. Like it's like the burgers are good, but
Right.
they haven't evolved. Father's Office is the other one I haven't been to in a long time. I don't know if that's any different, but it was the same kind of thing where like you had to make sure you got there at the right time or you were going to be waiting a long time.
Yeah. Everybody's got to grow. You got to grow.
Now we just do smash burgers.
I know. Smash burgers are, and then now I don't do burgers because I don't eat red meat anymore. Except for the occasional Impossible Burger, which I actually do like.
Yeah,
I don't like Beyond.
It's possible.
Beyond Burger is gross. But Impossible Burger, look at that dog. He's going to mess up my pillow just to be passive aggressive. Can you see this
God
animal?
bless it, dog.
He will, like, you see him working his way under this. This is his move. He kicks the pillow off the couch just to be like, I'd like some attention. And I'm like, don't snort at me. I hear you snorting over there. Just leave it.
I'd point out that this is also attention.
No, I'm trying not to talk to him.
We should John Cena the dog. We can't see it.
Our trainer says something that no one, including her own trainers, really follow, but
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense and it's really hard, which is don't speak English to your dog. Yes, they respond to tone. She's not disputing that. But if you're training them commands, this is all if you're training them commands. If you're not training them commands, it doesn't matter. If you're training them commands, you're throwing a bunch of things. They're like, I don't know what that is. And so they're like, it makes it harder for them to listen for a command. If you're just like,
Oh, totally. Yeah.
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 But we both totally go like, oh, 7, that was really good. We love you, Mom.
I mean, my dog and I have a psychic vibe in which we're in a constant power struggle. So no commands are needed because no one's winning.
No words.
No one's winning.
We don't need words.
War
Certainly
never
not me.
changes.
Our dynamic has now been well established and we're not changing. All right. Oh,
Well.
with that calendar notification,
Ding.
it's time
10
for me to go.
minutes still.
It's time for me to go tithe. Give away 10% of my daily caloric intake.
Wish Molly well at Orange Theory, and the rest of us will go eat a burger or something. Bye, everybody.
Love you guys. Bye.